Hello, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of San Antonio After Dark, your premier channel for Werewolf the Apocalypse gameplay. And tonight we are introducing some new people. Steven is thinking about joining us, and he's thinking about rolling a Ragabash Shadow Lord, who's a part of those secret police when you come... one of those secret police, when you came home, he was already in your house, but there's no unlocked doors. How did he get in? By the way, that's me joking. I don't know what his character's going to be yet. We're probably going to talk about it over the week. Jason is running a little bit behind today. He actually had a job interview. So he is in a position where right now he's eating his dinner and getting ready to come into the game. So for just a moment, we're going to do a little BSing and introduce everybody again like we always do. Beginning with my top person, because the way I have it set up on my screen is Zach. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Well, I'm doing great. Happy to be back for the third week. Are we on? Third week?
Third week?
Hello everybody. My name is Zach. I am playing Maria Cole, who is Philodox Silver Fang. Basically has a credit card bigger than probably her nails.
I can hear her. I'm telling you, any World of Darkness game stream is always going to have some type of technical error, even if it's fluffy and has 4 paws. All right.
Come to me, my children. Come.
Wrong game, sir. Wrong game. Next person up is we're going to... Steven, introduce yourself. Go ahead and mute yourself real quick, Drew. Thank you. Go ahead, Steven. At least introduce yourself. I guess he must have stepped away. All right, moving along to Paul.
Hey, I'm Paul. I'm playing Kirk Pew Pew Longshot Dyson, a 20th century Iron Rider who talks to spirits and knows that the Storm Eater is about everything. It's under your hat, under your bed. It's why Obama didn't get reelected a third time.
Oh, wow. I have a feeling this is going to be a fun mood to story tell, by the way. Andrew.
Well, Drew's muted, so...
All right, now you can unmute yourself since the dogs have shut up.
It's all right. Rand doesn't know. He won't know. Hi, I'm Drew. I'm playing Lucas Rand. I'm a Bonar Galliard and Trash's treasure. So let's go dumpster diving.
All right. And since we've done our introductions, has everyone had a good week?
Oh, relatively. Like I said, I have accumulated a large amount of cheap junk, so... Yes, now we can hear you.
So, Steven, introduce yourself real quick.
Oh, sorry, computer. I'm not gonna lie, I actually hit the start button by accident.
That's all right.
All right. It's just volume for headsets. All right.
You're good. We can hear you clearly.
Cool. All right.
But just go ahead and introduce yourself.
Oh, yeah. Hi, I'm Steven. Oh, just not character, but just myself, right?
Yeah.
I'm Steven. I am a recently turned 37-year-old school psychologist. I'm not from Texas, but what do they say? I got here as quickly as I could.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people like that.
Yep. I know Paul from church, and I know Justin and Drew from...
And he broke it. But that's all right. That's the only church that we need to worry about. It's the Inquisition, baby.
That looks like the Inquisition of Cthulhu.
It's actually the Order Tenebros. It's from the far ghoul stars.
Huh.
It's homemade, so.
All right, looks like he's going to be taking a little bit longer. It's all right. So, as y'all have all gone through your rites of passage, you begin to notice that people are breaking off. One of the things you notice, and this is something we'll get to when Jason gets here, is all of the get break off and take Brecky with them. And this lasts for about 15 minutes, and then once he gets here, we'll catch up with him. So, what are you guys going to do in the meantime?
Well, So, I'm going to. I don't know, man. I'm all at a loss. I'm like, wow, I just watched our Metis take his horns off and put new ones on. It was very disturbing. It's kind of like watching Hellboy, in a way.
And then he's like, well, I like the old ones. Let me put these back on.
Stupid regeneration powers.
Caught him early in the cycle. Still regenerating.
Metamorph.
Metamorph.
I remember describing a guy who is taking challenges for physical feats. He's not there yet. That is an Arun Get Ephemeris, but he is occupied with Get Business.
That's right. He needs to get to work.
Which you notice is basically about 12 of the Garu surrounding him and Samantha, keeping their stuff private. They all still have their shields and either sword or spear with them.
Legit.
But there's drinking challenges where you can even smell the Phoenician ale or Phoenician meat. I forget what it is. That special type of intoxicant that can even get werewolves slammed.
Yeah, my 2 stamina says we will not be doing that.
You see some quite beautiful kinfolk walking around, which is something that you normally don't see. But this is a special occasion as 5 Garu have just gone through their rite of passage. And they seem to be talking and flirting as if they already know what their job is. Make babies.
Well, now.
And if anyone thinks that is sexist, read the fucking book. Kinfolk are for breeding stock.
Excuse me, there's a message for you.
Unless you're a Metis.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then you just go
And
and
then
play
they're
with
just-
yourself.
Then they're for pleasure.
But you do have options.
Yeah, the blonde, the brunette, the redhead.
Oh, I'm talking about the moot. So
Oh, right,
you do
right,
see spirits wandering around, and this is something I do that a lot of storytellers don't. There is spirits wandering around, and you already have your 3 gifts. You learned them over the last 6 months. Some of them are seeming jovial. You see a couple of Garu eyeing a deer spirit or two, just looking for a chance for it to like break off and to tackle it down and chase it and eat it.
So, I have not yet seen either of y'all go into the Umbra yet. Can y'all in fact do that?
Well, right now, remember the Karn is quasi-umbral.
I understand, but I have, as far as my character is concerned, I have never seen these guys go into the actual Umbra.
No, you have not.
I go to the Umbra to take a poop. Okay, I'm like, that's what I do. It's all about conservation.
Oh, so that's why there's so many
Circle life when you do that.
decay banes over there.
they're Golgothans. A big giant pile of poo, and I'm gonna awaken that sumbitch, and then I'm gonna bind it into a poo launcher. Hey, you know what? If they had had a poo launcher when they fought the Storm Eater the first time, we wouldn't be in this mess we are in now. So.
Well, Rand's checked out.
So what is Rand going to do?
Rand's gonna go drink. Yeah.
All right. Are you gonna try and keep up with some of the other guys?
Yeah, sure. Why not? My dice won't work for me, but that'll be cool.
Now, are you going to be drinking the Phoenician alcohol, or are you going to be drinking the regular alcohol? Because they have tons of bottles of like Jack Daniels and Captain Morgan and things like that.
I'm gonna start out with the regular alcohol.
All right, make me a stamina check, difficulty 4.
All right. Okay, roll 20. Just roll the dice. Send it to the top. With a D10. D10. Check.
You're holding your own.
All right.
No real problems at the moment, at least.
I'm looking around for the others, so they're not gonna come drink.
Well, what are you guys doing?
Allie would go. I'm gonna go with Lucas. Yeah, I'll come and drink. I'll join him for a drink.
What are you drinking?
I'll have Captain Morgan. I'm not looking.
No. I'm worried about regular alcohol versus Phoenician.
Just regular.
All right. One thing you noticed is both of you, or Lucas doesn't notice this, but Allie does. When she was younger, she would occasionally slip into her father's office and get a drink or two because he kept the decanters around and they were completely unlabeled, so you never knew what you were drinking. But it was good enough to get you going. This is just kind of sitting in you. You taste the flavor, and some of these alcohols are really nice, but it's not doing much for you. Go ahead and give me a stamina roll.
Stamina?
Stamina.
Okay.
Nice close-up on that beard, Jason.
That was the point. Hello.
Hello.
So 1 if difficulty was 6.
No, it's just 4. So, no.
No.
It's hitting you, but it's not like what you had earlier today. Which is kind of still rattling around in you. Maybe it's compromising your immune system. And Kirk, what is Kirk doing?
Kirk will be overseeing the rest of the pack, because I'm sure this is going to end well, and I'm going to look to make sure that when the get need to be kicked in the nuts, I'm the one doing it.
Well, remember the get are all gathered over...
Oh, yeah, that's right. So the get don't need to know that we took all of their booze and took it back home with us, so put it in the bag of holding, guys. Quick.
Actually, the Phoenician wine would not do well even in Lucas's bag of holding.
It's all right. We'll just have to sneak this through the Umbra. That'll be our first caper.
And Jason, since you're here now, go ahead and introduce yourself real quick.
Hi, I'm Jason. I'm playing Freki, who's a Geta Fenris Arun, child of Wotan. Joining me for the first time is Victoria. She is Freki's conscience. She is transient at best.
That's a little discriminatory.
And a little discriminatory. That is accurate, yes.
All right. So, Freki is, after everyone has done their rite of passage, is pulled off to the side by the 12 or so other Geta Fenris. And at this point, they circle around you. And do you have any empathy at all?
No. Pretty sure.
You can't read her. Go and give me a perception check anyways. Difficulty 7. No, gullible. Difficulty 9.
Yeah, see? No diplomacy. I'm not quite in character yet. Give me a few minutes, guys. I just got home. Oh!
She is cross with you.
Freki's just going to expose his neck.
She looks at you and says, next time you embarrass the Get like that, it will not be what we're going to have tonight. Rites of passages are sacred things, traditional things. And though everyone, and you look around now, and it's the first time you actually took a look to see at all the clanging, every one of the Get offenders seem to be in Hamid.
Great.
She looks at you and says, next time, the rite of the voice of the jackal will be performed.
Say that one more time, a little louder, please.
The rite of the voice of the jackal.
Oh, okay.
Which you've seen done before because you've been here for 6 months. Basically, no one talks to that person until they made a true act of contrition and made real recompense for what they did.
In
So-
his mind, Frecky wants nothing but war anyways. In his body, he is supine, exposing his neck.
So,
That's that's honestly not a threat, but I'll pretend like it is.
based off of the way that she feels to you, primal urge-wise, not empathy-wise, she is definitely keeping her rage in check, although it seems to be overflowing. So,
Okay.
you have to be punished like all would be for this. For 1 week, and mind you, this is the downtime week, not the gameplay week. After the moot tonight, beginning at sunrise, for 7 days you'll remain in Hamid. After that time frame, you can shift back to Glabro or whatever form you choose. She'll look over at another one of the Get, have an ancestor spirit follow him. And for the second one, and this one really has me upset, you wanted more before the rest of your pack had even become Cliath. That is a huge disrespect. And you actually, mind you, you're perceiving your surroundings. You can't tell how far they are away from you, but you can still see some of them, their body language seems to shift when she says that. Before anyone here will scar you, you will apologize, even if it requires an act of contrition to them, to each one of your packmates. Then, the Get will scar you however you choose.
I'm trying to. Hold on one sec. I can't figure out how to simulcast to my speakers, so we're just going to have to... See, here's the problem with that, Justin, and the rest of my pack out of character. Frecky has never been in Hamid and never wants to be in Hamid. So I don't think that's going to work, honestly. Frecky's just going to say, Frecky never ape.
She looks at you. What are you?
Wolf brother.
No, you're Garu. Which means you're human, which means you're wolf. Which means you're flesh, which means you're blood. Or which means you're spirit, which means you're flesh. You are a wise man and a warrior. You are all these things. Not one, not the other.
Frecky never ape. Punish as you will. Frecky never ape.
So, out of character, real quick, and this is for anyone who's not familiar with Garu and Werewolf the Apocalypse, you know she can strip your rank away from you right now.
Frecky never ate.
Well, out of character, you can also lose renown for not going into Hamid at some point and keep losing renown. That's the thing. Just like if I were to never go into Lupus, I would lose renown for never going Lupus because I'm Hamid. It's one of those things.
I don't agree it should be wisdom. I don't see it as a wisdom thing. I see it as an honor thing.
Yeah.
Which is something the Aruns need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the point of this character is he's never human.
I understand. I'm just letting you know that there will be, there will be in-game consequences for it. Because I'm down with that. I'm like, if you want to stay Lupus and only go as far as like Glabro, I can understand that. But it can and will affect your ability to get renown at some point, and that's gonna suck for you.
Thank you for hosting the stream, Therm. We really appreciate it.
Please enjoy watching. If you haven't Googled the name Frecky yet, just Google it, and that'll tell you everything you need to know. I'm not going into it right now. So, yeah. That's, sorry, that's not going to work.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like I said, that's just mechanically how it works. That's just the way it is. Like I said, as a character, I think it's cool. You know.
And I'm the same way. As a character, it's a cool idea.
So, he's going to still remain supine with his neck exposed, but that's all he's going to say. He's just going to look up at them like that with his one beady eye.
Why won't you go Hamid? She's asking in character.
I'm responding in character.
This requires an answer, Cub.
My conscience says it's disgusting.
Is that how he responds?
Yeah. He's just remaining supine on the ground, neck exposed.
Disgusting?
No. My conscience is saying it's disgusting.
Yes, but so Frecky's not saying anything.
No.
And she will say, answer me now. And...
Uh-oh.
Give me, if you want to resist, intimidation, manipulation. Difficulty is 9.
Yeah, I know. There's no point in resisting.
No, difficulty is 9 because she's 3 ranks above you.
No, I can't. There's no way I can make that roll. I have 3 dice in that dice pool. So what is she doing?
She's telling you to tell her why you won't go Hamid.
No, what is the mechanic, if you don't mind?
She's intimidating you.
I'm already supine. My body is and neck are exposed. I cannot become less. What's it called? Less
submissive.
Submissive. So
you may be submissive in body language, but she's telling you to answer her.
Frecky Wolf of Wotan, never ape. Not ape. Sorry if I'm a little loud. I'll turn it down a bit. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine. Let me see. Give me 1 second. You're talking about the Glorious Fist of Wotan, right?
Of Wotan, yes.
That is not a Get tribe.
It's a camp. That's where Frecky came from.
Let me see.
Backstory, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Frecky and Gary.
Oh, no, that is... Sorry. It says... Yeah, that's Get a Fenris.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a beetle.
It makes me laugh because before I became a Mormon, I was an Asatrugothi. So I'm like, it makes me laugh. I'm like, I was a real Viking at one point. So.
I'm working on it, bro. Runekräftig.
So that's why it makes me laugh because I'm like, I totally get where you're going with it, man. And I'm like, that's cool. You know, it's cool. My character even understands why you're doing that because I'm a theurge. You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, I've seen the Great Wolf out there sniffing butts. It's cool.
So you would defy orders. From one higher in position.
Freki seen Fenris. Freki seen Ragnarok. Freki told come fight. Never ape.
And you don't think the... And she rolls her eyes when she says this. And you don't think the Homids know how to fight well?
Freki fights sword. Freki fights spear. Freki fights shield. Freki make pack into shield wall. Strong fist. Kill enemy. Kill worm thing. Kill beaver thing. Freki never ape.
Yo, bro, I got stamina. It's good. I can be wall.
I will use the Menace as my shield. I will shove my Krynos hand up his butt and hold him like this.
Grab him by the horns. Control that shit.
You have vomit powers, don't you?
Do you know where our Homid stock comes from?
Alabama.
Desert land.
Scandinavia. And do you know who was the dominant warriors in Scandinavia?
Swedish chicks.
No, those came later.
Freki's going to just start cursing, not cursing. Freki's going to sing the runes.
So you're singing the ABCs in Futhark.
No.
I'm sorry.
Freki knows Norwegian and Futhark. And English, so he doesn't know the most of Futhark. He's just going to sing the runes, like start. Because that tells her everything she needs to know. Like, I'm not stupid. I'm just not... I'm not human. Yeah.
Do you wish to recite them again, or are you going to answer the question?
Answer in runes. Votan give runes humans. Humans take runes, learn technology, learn sail, conquer all of Europe or Sotland. Freki no history. Freki no aped conquer land, never conquer wolf.
And at this point, all of the get begin to laugh at you. Roll me rage. Difficulty 6.
See, this is why we don't need to hang out with these douchebags.
You honestly feel your rage building up at this point. And someone from behind you says, yeah, they've never conquered the wolves. Nope, never in human history has they ever conquered a wolf pack. Oh, wait, yeah. Weren't there a lot of wolves in New Amsterdam? No, wait. It's called New York now. Or, nope, sorry, thinking of Futurama. New York.
New York? Whoa!
Does Freki know who this Garu is?
He is a Foster and Get a Fenris. He's a Ragabash.
He's a Ragabash? Foster is 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Silent?
You seem to be doing this more out of stubbornness than any real loyalty to the tribe.
Ask Fenris.
Fenris may have proved, but we still have the right to strip. Well, Samantha has the right to strip.
We can see none of this, can we?
No.
This is so lame! Dude, we got your back! We will whoop their ass like we whooped some Fomori!
Coming to the stage!
Actually, what's this guy's name?
Jim. I don't have an actual character name for him.
Jim no much human, no much ape. Wolf Freki challenge Jim drink.
You think I'm Hamid born? That's even cuter. Like the first thing you did was roll on your back and show your neck. The rest of us are standing on our 2 feet. I don't like this form, but tradition is tradition.
Frecky challenge Jim drink.
Well, you're still in a meeting right now. Just because I pointed out your flawed thinking, oh, I'm a great and mighty warrior. The apes don't know how to fight. They never conquer wolves. They've been driving our natural-born wolves out of their homelands for generations after the Impergnium. I think they know how to fight us. To disrespect them is even worse. The Vikings held proud and true to what they were, and that's the reason a lot of the old Get took their breeding stock from them. And yeah, once we're done with
Frecky's
this, I'll drink
raise
you
the
under
cup
the
of
table.
Alicorn like this. He's not going to say anything. He's just going to go like this. Actually, here. No? Ah. That's it.
I just got the image of you like peeing on someone's leg, like, and that's just, you know. It was like,
And he'll look at Samantha. I don't think we'll get through to him. We should attach a we should just do the voice of the jackal. Or worse. There's much worse you can do to him. I'm gonna go and have some fun, and he'll walk off.
No, he's a ragabash. I'm gonna leave him. No, as he walks away, I'm gonna go, Loki spawn.
Loki does what in Ragnarok again?
Die.
And so does every other god. Oh, that's right. Freki and Jerry, the 2 wolves that are supposed to be with Odin, they die. So does Fenris die. So does Tyr and Rodin and all of them.
Please punish. Freki wish be with Pak.
We'll figure out a punishment for you later. Even though you still have to make your apologies and they have to come to me, you will not be scarred.
Freki offer flogging as punishment.
No. That is easy. The reason I sentenced your in human form is because it is a challenge for you, not because it's easy.
Silver flogging for punishment.
Again, you want the easy way out. You don't want the hard way out. You don't want to challenge yourself to push your body further. You want to hide behind your forms.
I'm not gonna lie. Silver flogging isn't challenging. Okay, bro.
From their perception, you are taking physical punishment over a week of being in a form you dislike.
That's sure. They can think that.
That is the easy way versus physical pain. Physical pain goes away.
Okay. Silver flog. Okay. Whatever.
Unless the silver breaks off and permanently is embedded in you, pain is temporary.
Well, they could also just kill him outright too. So that's.
That was
I'm like, point. Yeah, I'm like, no.
Again, death is going to be something that comes to you because you're Garu. Well, she says, we'll figure out something to do with this cub. Everyone else have fun tonight, and she will leave you there. And she whistles very loudly to get everyone's attention to see you in your most submissive form possible.
I'm not an idiot. It's fine. I'll get up, walk towards my pack.
Now, now during this, at some point you see a one of the Get Fenris kind of walk off from the group. He looks a little frustrated, like he was trying to talk to a brick wall.
Oh, how about this, Justin, if you allow me? As I walk away, I'm carving the Get symbol in my chest.
Are you scarring yourself?
Yeah, I said I did it last session. I'll do it this session. I'll just shift to Krynos and just start branding myself.
All right. You're going to lose 1 permanent glory. Okay. Scarring yourself is absolutely not honorable.
Oh.
Scarring yourself with tribal stuff is not. Other things you can. So, because you're basically assuming rank without having the ability to do it.
No, I just wanted... Fine.
Yeah. No, and that's just the explanation behind it.
Let's rewind that.
Yeah.
Frecky has a better suggestion. Frecky walk to park. This paint, no good. Anyone tattoo?
So they didn't buy the whole Lupus because of Fenris story? Because I'm sure you've told us this story before.
Frecky never ate.
Yeah.
They don't understand.
That's all right.
No understand.
It's okay. It's all good, man. I feel your pain.
Frecky eat wolf flesh to survive first change. No one understand.
That's all right. I've eaten wolf. It's all good.
You ape. Imagine eat ape flesh first change. See?
It's not so bad with a little sriracha. Yeah, so...
Tattoo?
Yeah,
Lucas tattoo?
I was going to say, I can whip up some cool brands if you want, because...
Tattoo.
You want tattoos? Yeah. I can hook you up. Straight up.
Okay.
So...
Frecky's taking enough time. Let's do... Thank you, by the way, for understanding.
No, like I said, I mean, I'm Storm Eater, man. Come on. I know what it's like to have not people understand where you're coming from. So I'm like, dude, it's all right. Neckbeards forever. Don't worry, this is going on my Reddit thread. Let me think. Give me some time to think about it, because it's going to take me a couple days to get some ritual material together to make it awesome. So, yeah.
Paint week. One get on heart.
Wonder. I'm gonna have to research that. I think about binding a spirit into your tattoo so that it like roams around your body on its own and does shit like old Moana style.
Frecky like wolf.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Lucas, party, yes? Drink. Lucas?
He's typing to the Umbra. I taught him that skill. He's texting spirits right now.
I'm not even near Dyson.
Yes, you are.
Now everyone is at the drinking table at the moment.
Yes, because remember I came over to watch over y'all. He came back over to us, and I was commiserating with him while blaming everything on the Storm Eater.
So, are you starting to drink the Parisian?
Yeah, this stuff, it's not working. It's not working. Let's get the good stuff. Come on, man. Let's do this.
And
he's like, don't feel bad, Frecky. Lucas not ape. Got horns.
Ah.
I hope
what he's drinking.
I hope you were born C-section.
When you get over there, he is still drinking a bottle of regular alcohol. But you see him reach out for the Farnesian alcohol.
And Allie's with him.
So this is my impression of Allie after unknowingly being given some Fenrisian ale. I swear to God, his credit limit was so big. I plotted that hostile takeover, and I rode him all the way to Wall Street. That right there was...
Are you doing that in character?
No, I'm saying that's Paul's impression of Allie.
No, okay.
You have to understand, Paul can't play a Ragabash because this would never shut off. So...
No, I just wanted to know if that was in character.
Because you'll probably, like, spear me with a high heel or, like, a Coke pinky nail. Just be like, ah! Now I need an eye patch. Ow! Let's all hoist one to our homie.
And this is about the time you all see that Robin's not there anymore.
Oh, dear God. Robin got kidnapped by the ghoul bartender.
It doesn't seem to be that big of a loss to you, though. You don't know why.
That's okay. I'm like, love is love. Love is love.
Like I said, she can have him.
What is love?
Well, it's not so much that, it's that she didn't seem like a good packmate because her first goal was to save an obviously worm-tainted person. But you have no idea where she's gone off to.
Man, love knows no bounds, yo.
Love is love.
Oh, Allie's just holding up a lighter as Lucas is saying that and just waving it in the air.
Got his guitar out.
Dude, you look like Beelzebub.
Or whatever's left of his guitar.
He's Frecky's gonna look around for Gary real quick.
For Gary?
Yeah.
Still not here.
Frecky, go get meat. Be back 15 minutes. I'll pack drink. Yes.
Me, drink this stuff, bro. This
I'm
is
like,
awesome.
dude, right?
That's it. You gotta drink the good stuff.
Yeah.
Come on, let's drink.
I'll
go.
make sure that they don't kill each other.
And this is about the time you see a Krynos get a Fenris standing up and taking these very specific type of challenges. Other Garu are coming up and shifting to Krynos and just putting their claws on each side and seeing who bends first.
In each side.
Yeah, it's just a physical strength challenge of the arms and the chest.
Like they're stabbing him into each other.
No, they're gripping their claws together and then pushing against each other to see who...
Oh, okay. I thought you said like they take the claws out and put it in each side. I'm like, ah!
No!
Like, let's see you bend first. No, your claws are in my stomach.
You actually see there's a fair number of people playing cards, and there's a couple people playing chess. You even see some of the lower-ranked Garu, other Clients like yourself, flirting with some of the kinfolk.
See a creepy guy in a hat with a cigar wearing a red suit. A purple suit. Looks like a douche.
Wasn't wearing a hat, by the way.
This one he was. It's modern.
So what are you guys going to do?
Well, apparently we're gonna wait for Frecky to come back with like more beer or something. I don't know.
I'm drinking
Oh.
the good stuff, bro.
I thought he was going.
Frecky didn't even know you had alcohol.
No, they're at the drinking table with Parisian wine.
Wine?
Or it's mead or whatever the Parisian drink is.
Drink.
Parisian? Okay, yeah.
Drink.
The shit with silver savings in it, that way you don't... It hits you like a freight truck.
Frecky's gonna grab... He's got big glabro hands. He's gonna grab 3. Yes,
Jeez,
3.
Lana.
All together.
And is Allie going to drink with them as well?
Yeah, no,
Drink.
Allie is
Drink.
gonna drink with them,
Drink.
but she is also gonna point out that we lost a packmate and there's tons of new people, and I say we go recruit one.
We go recruit one. Yo, you're in.
Sacred
You got the
victory,
pleasure of
Vampire.
rolling with the awesomest pack.
Come
ever.
on, you're joining Cobra Kai, bro. Get
That's
in here.
right.
Recruit after. Yes.
Okay.
We gotta roll stamina for this stuff.
Yes.
All right, let's do this.
Difficulty 8.
1. I'm still
Frecky's
standing.
alcohol tolerant.
Doesn't matter for Parisian.
All right.
It is not mortal made. Or it's not natural. It is a man-made concoction.
It's made by a mage.
Some mage in the corner. How did I get here? Seriously, I was sleeping.
And
I woke up
Kirk?
here. Kirk is not drinking this crap. You don't want me opening up holes into the umbra for my poop to come back.
Cool.
No way.
Poop holes. Poop holes.
but-
Drink, Dyson. Drink.
But the spirit in my throat that, No, I'll drink. I ain't gonna roll no stamina because I got 2 dice.
Force
Roll
down
it.
throat.
Roll for me, Kirk. Roll your stamina.
There, I'll hold them. You can force it down, loop it.
Yeah, drink it, Dyson. Drink it.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty 8.
Oh, look! I managed to succeed.
So, Frecky, for one reason or another, seems to be taking it the hardest. He's not unconscious, but he is definitely intoxicated. Allie seems to be like, so, mind you, this is not what she's saying out loud. By the way, give me a willpower roll. Allie?
Becky?
Willpower.
Difficulty 8.
5.
All right, you're fine. She seems to be drinking this. She drinks the entire bottle before any of you finish half. And both Lucas and Kirk feel it. It feels like back when Kirk's probably done this before, drinking some of his father's alcohol or his mother's alcohol without her looking. That old feeling of how alcohol used to actually burn and get you a little loopy. Lucas just feels drunk. Not drunk, but like that tipsy point.
I'm a rock star, dude. Can play music all day. Nice one. Drum solo.
Wow. Yes. I spent
Recruit,
many years
yes.
Yeah, recruit. All
gearing
right.
up for this.
Recruit.
Yeah, we can recruit people. Let's grab that guy over there.
He points at some random guy who you notice is the set alpha.
Let's not go stealing from any pack.
Like I said, man, we're just gonna roll up on someone, slap them in the back of the head, and tell them they're in. They have successfully passed the audition.
Punch him in the face. Tag,
Yes, sir.
you're it.
Oh boy. She's thinking she's with a bunch of idiots.
Philodox sober, Philodox decide.
Yeah.
Freaking drunk. Oh.
So do y'all do anything else during this time frame besides drink and...
No, we're lame-ass newborn werewolves. Of course we're not. We're afraid to like leave the cairn because we might get hit by a via bus and die.
I'm pretty sure that Frecky, Lucas, don't even know who I am anymore.
Damn you, Lucas!
If Lucas gets drunk enough, he's probably gonna go get in that challenge.
All right, give me a strength roll. In Krynos.
Wait, do I need to? I'm not drunk enough, am I?
Oh, it's enough to loosen your inhibitions to go ahead and go at it.
All right, to Krynos we go.
Can Allie leadership him?
To Krynos we go. To Krynos.
What are you going to try to get him not to do?
I'm just trying to leadership him. Like, he got this. Pump him up.
Allie, join us.
No, you got this. It's 100% you.
All right.
Oh, you have inspiration, don't you?
Freaky's too drunk.
I have leadership. I have 1 dot in leadership.
No, don't you have the inspiration gift?
Frecky has inspiration and leadership. Frecky assist and supporter. Frecky assist in drunken way.
I was just going on my leadership dot, but
Frecky's
no, I
an
don't
inspiring
have
song behind Ali's speech. Oh, no,
Dude, use the guitar. Use the guitar. I'm gonna go do this.
You got this.
All right, so Drew, you get an extra dice.
Sweet. Is it 2, 1, 8,
Difficulty is 6.
6? Here we go. Am I just putting my hands up to his?
Yeah, it's like, have you ever seen wrestling when they grip each other's hands?
Yeah.
It's like that, but in Krynos.
Like the fake wrestling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, not real stuff. Here we go.
This is pure strength versus strength.
Ah, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, he just dominates you and puts you on your back. Good try, Cub. And he pats you on your chest very hard. And then he helps you up.
Thank you. Thank you. I have a guitar. It's over there.
Play some music for us then.
Okay. I have to put it together first.
You know what? Seeing this, I think,
This one's
you know what? Allie's gonna go give it a try.
All right. Shift the Krynos. Give me a strength.
Sweet, I put my guitar together.
So, Allie, I need a straight strength roll.
Yeah, no. I was just making sure I wrote down the right number. Have the right number. Do my calculation. Sorry.
This is my disguise as Fricky. And I'm gonna go talk to the Get.
Ha! That's me.
I'll set them straight. They'll understand.
And again, just boom. But at this time, instead of it taking a moment or two, it's just bam, you're on your ground on your back. And again, slaps you right on your chest. Good job. And helps you up.
I don't know if I should punch him because he.
Well, he's done this to every single person he's beaten so far. Lucas, give me a charisma and performance.
Okay, is there any difference in Am I still in Krynos?
I would assume you shifted down so you can manipulate your fingers better to play a guitar.
Now I'm gonna play it in Krynos. No, I'm just kidding.
You're menace, dude. Do it. It'd be perfect.
Alright, what'd you say? Charisma and what?
Charisma and performance.
Charisma and performance.
Jesus, Drew. How is this a guy yard?
What? Alright, there. No, it's not so good. It's decent.
You managed to play out.
I tried to get. I'm in Krynos. Give me a break.
You managed to play the Twilight Zone for everybody. And you see some of the other galliards. They're kind of making fun of you, but they seem to actually be happy that you're doing something on your first night as a Clive.
I was looking at them like, if they're as drunk as me, they can't play a guitar either.
Do you say that out loud?
No, he's just thinking that to himself. He's just like, I gotta play a guitar. To me, I sound good. I'm like, yeah.
Anyone else doing anything during the moot?
No, like I said, y'all saw my brilliant disguise as Frecky, so I'm totally fooled to get, and now you're in, dude. Totally.
So the Garu who is doing all the challenges of strength, at some point, you see Samantha walk over, and at this point, she's got her shirt on. And as easily as he has beat every other competition, she just lays him out.
Just floors him. Good job.
And she does the same thing that he's done to everybody. 2 hard pats on the chest and helps him up. But that's the only other eventful thing that happens all night besides people getting way too intoxicated off the Parisian wine. Or mead, whatever it is. I don't care.
Allie's going to do one more thing, and that is go pick up a kinfolk.
It's hilarious. This is like totally me going to a cam game, after like 10 o'clock at night. It was just, oh, look, they're having some kind of meeting. I need to play guitar and pick up chicks.
But Allie doesn't have a guitar. I do.
Allie actually has no problem picking up a guy who is helping out with...
she's not going after a guy.
Going after a girl?
Allie goes after... Yeah.
You get a strange response, not because you're interested in her. I mean, you're able to take her home, but she seems more weirded out by the concept that a Garu is enjoying a woman's touch rather than breeding for procreation.
Yeah, DJ that shit, Allie.
I'm just gonna put this out there for Allie. so she understands. If I watch from the Umbra, it's not creepy.
I'll play some romance music.
Documenting for future Storm Eater efforts.
That's right.
So
he's just making sure the Storm Eater's not in the bedroom. Or wherever you're doing it, under the bridge, in the trash can.
I have a
This isn't True Blood.
I believe I have a penthouse apartment.
Take her away in your limo.
Oh, that's a ride.
Well, you guys are finding your own way up.
I got a skateboard.
She's been skateboarding in a circle for 2 hours. I'm almost home.
So, as the night winds down and it starts to become morning, everyone seems to be breaking off and going home to their respective homes. No one seems to be hanging around, and you see a lot of kinfolk cleaning up the mess that the Garu have made. Mostly because a lot of them are too drunk to stand, let alone actually do work at the moment. A lot of them are curled up into dog piles around the cairn as well. Over the week, Job will come to Frecky and let him know that he will not lose his rank, but his renown has been stripped from him. Mostly because he would not follow the orders of one in a higher position, which is breaking the litany.
Frecky only cared 4.
Shit, I do litany all the time with these bad boys.
And he just comes to you in the middle of the week. That's it. So you guys have a week worth of downtime. And this seems to be more of a ceremonial thing, so you can lick your wounds if you got injured, which no one really did. At least nothing lasting, nothing aggravated.
A massive headache.
That's only the following day.
My wounds were healed an hour ago. I'm just licking for fun at this point.
I don't have healing touch.
It's mother's touch because it's not creepy when you say it like that.
So we're going to go around the table. What is Allie doing first? 1 week of downtime.
Damn, that's a lot of no.
So we can up stuff on our character sheet during the week of downtime, right?
What's that?
We can up stuff with our experience on our week, right?
Yes, I will allow stats to be upped at any time before the game session, typically.
Okay.
As long as you're not trying to learn a new gift in between. Oh, we just did our rite of passage. Now I know a new gift, because that's actually a roleplay thing. But if you want to up your melee, fine. Knowledge is you have to spend time learning. But skills and talents you can learn just over a couple hours.
She's probably going to up her athletics, go to the gym over time, and then spend time with her true love. Other than that.
Does your true love know what you did with that chick from the moot?
I don't know. Does she?
Probably not.
Hey, Allie, what's your athletics?
Athletics is at 3 right now.
3? I'll train with you. I'm not going to spend the XP, but I'll train with you.
Okay.
All right, so I normally don't do bookkeeping during the middle of the game, but let's see.
We can do it later. I'll just...
Yeah, just remind me after the session is over, and we'll do all of our increases then.
Yeah, I'll just put out a temporary...
Go to the gym, spend time with your true love. Anything else?
That's pretty much it, other than attend business meetings if Father wants me to in, oh my god. In San Antonio. Oh my god, I blanked out on where we were.
Kirk, what do you do during the week?
I will be spending a lot of time in the Umbra trying to convince a spirit to let me bind it into tattoo ink. I will pay it Gnosis.
And how...
Sorry. Look, hey, Justin, I'm just going to help with everything.
Your conscience just left.
I'm just going to help with everything. And I'll not take any more. I'm sorry for interrupting.
So, give me a perception. And how are you hunting down the spirits?
Um, Mostly by ambush. So it's gonna be one of those. I'll lay out some gnosis cakes and wait for a little jagling to show up, and just be like, yeah, exactly.
All right,
Like,
then perception survival.
all right, I got tons of that. 3, 4. What's the difficulty?
The way you're hunting is going to be 7.
Yay! Ah, that's all right. That's all right.
You wait around for a spirit to come around because you can't like cakeify a gnosis.
Yeah. It's really just like my hands with some leaves, like glued to them, coming out of a bush.
So you give me 2 more of those. Okay.
So, 3.
So were you looking for a specific type of spirit?
No, just like a little gaffling or a jagling, something totally minor. Like I said, I want to.
But are you
bind it-
looking for maybe a fire spirit, a nature spirit?
No, nothing. Because at that rank, they're barely aware. So, and I don't need something super aware because I don't need him exploding or something like that.
All right.
So basically, I'm just looking for like a tarded spirit. You know, like maybe a pattern spider that's got like dwarfism, you know, kind of thing.
Where did you write down your rights?
They should be on the right section on page 2. No, 3. I have right of talisman dedication and right of binding.
Can you add it into the notes section of the character sheet on here? Because
Oh.
I'm only looking at the one on here.
Gotcha.
All right. So let me see, because right of talisman dedication.
Yeah, because with the rite of binding, I can bind a spirit. I can create talons, basically. So the goal is to basically bind the spirit into the ink so that when I stick it in him, the spirit is stuck in his skin.
Roll me 1d10 real quick.
Sure. Happy to. I gotta close this out.
Okay. Okay. So you make a spirit ink talon.
Mhm.
I need you to roll willpower difficulty 3.
No problemo.
All right. So you actually bind a it's a deer spirit.
Sorry, man. I'm, not that tough, so I'm not gonna fight anything in the Umbra that big to get it on you.
So reduce your gnosis by 1 here.
Mhm.
The second spirit you find is a young buck spirit. Reduce your gnosis by 1 again, and give me another willpower roll.
Shorty.
Not a problem. You have a deer ink spirit bound, and 1 for doe. You have a doe and a buck.
All right, that's cool. He doesn't need to know the details. It's just spirit tattoo. That's all that matters. Kind of like when you get that Chinese tattoo that says, egg roll, and you think it says peace or something. It's all good. So now, let's see.
That takes up about 6 days of your time.
The last day of my time is going to be spent tattooing him.
All right, give me a dex and crafts.
I'm going to spend a willpower on this
Alrighty then.
because I really don't want to jack this up. Okay,
And Frecky, give me stamina difficulty 3.
you know what? I'm going to do this in Krynos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll do
I like
this in
that.
Krynos.
Your
Yes.
manipulation of the tools would not be as fine.
That's okay. I'm all right with that. And he should be all right with that as well.
Alright, give me dexterity and crafts.
No, I mean, I can legit see that he would not want an ape to do this to him.
Alright,
Sure.
you don't have any problem in the chair.
So
I need Kirk to give me a dex
Yeah.
and crafts.
adding it all up.
Difficulty 7.
All right. And I got the willpower spent for it, so let's try and not mess this up. So,
2 successes.
yep.
So you're able to get the Get a Fenris tattoo on him. And although it's there, it seems to only shift as he shifts. So you basically created a talisman tattoo with the spirit ink.
No, that's
So-
cool. Yeah.
The next time he tries to shift, it'll stay there, maintain its shape, it won't warp. But you know the fur will eventually cover it up because he's always in Glabro.
Well, I did shave him with like a silver Gillette, so that spot's never growing back. Just sorry, dude.
Lucas, what are you doing, sir? You're muted.
Oh, I know. I actually wasn't saying anything. Lucas is actually gonna be like, how much downtime do we have again?
1 week.
1 week. All right. So he's pretty much at the skate park. If he's not at the skate park, just for just a giggle, he's out doing archery, or he's with his mentor, seeing if his mentor has anything he needs him to do.
He's like, this is your week off. You do what you want to do.
All right. Well, I was gonna go shoot stuff then.
Are you going to spend a lot of time at the archery range or just like a couple of days?
No, just a couple of days, rehome my skills. See
Okay.
if I can make a better bow, even though I have parts of a bow.
And again, my position remains the same on the bow.
It still has a string.
It has to be connected at both ends, even if it's not tight.
That's what she said.
Kirk.
Again, this is the problem with being a theurge. I'm constantly talking to spirits, so you guys think I'm talking to you, but I'm really not, because my real friends are the spirits. So y'all should hear the other side of the conversation.
So Lucas is able to refine his trashest treasure to where it's working the way we've described it. Again, you have to have it has to be partially assembled. It can be loosely assembled.
Well, it's got two pieces like on either side, but they can connect via like a hook chain. Like they just link together.
That works, but you have to have a string going from one end to the other, at least in the semblance.
Well, no, he has to hook it together before he activates the trash's treasure part.
Correct, but you still have to have a string connecting both of the tips of the bow.
Right, that's what he has to do. He has to connect it together.
And that works.
They're not together when he's not using it.
Are you going to do anything else during the week off?
But he's not doing it with his bow. I mean, he's basically going to use the time to try and build a better bow with it, but he still does bow practice with their bows.
All right. So, bow practice for 2 days. Time at the skate park.
Yep.
And that's it?
That's basically it. I mean, he's going to go and check in on like homeless people, make sure they're all right. I mean, he takes care of people in the city, so.
Better
Okay.
watch out, they're in league with Ratkin.
Hey, I'm a cook. I make food.
So, as y'all's week comes to an end, you all, when y'all finally get back together, Frecky has been coming around and helping out. but in some things he has absolutely no skill, so he just spends time with you. After about halfway through the week, y'all notice something's different about him, but you can't put your finger on it.
I
And
got a new haircut.
the set leader, Job, calls you all together on the following Sunday. And I'm hearing myself.
I think that's on Stevens.
That would be
Okay.
that would be the echo of the spirits.
And he says, "How did you enjoy your week off?"
It was fun. I shot a bunch of shit. Not like actual, but it was good. I got some total steeds in, some rad kick flips.
I do not understand a word you're saying, boy. However, it sounds like you enjoyed your week.
Yeah, I did.
He practiced his air guitaring. It was pretty sick.
Ah, dude, it was totally sick. Once I get a real guitar, it's gonna be awesome.
All right.
And a pick.
So, I assume y'all have decided that y'all are going to hang around the set for a little bit longer?
Well, can we? I vote maybe we should set up our own little warehouse to hang out.
Oh, no, I'm talking about remaining at the set.
Oh.
Well, I mean, we could always see about trying to find our own cairn. If there's a small one in the city somewhere that we could, like, whoop ass on. That would be cool.
No city stink, please.
This is Texas. It all stinks.
You're still at the Botanical Gardens. How many of y'all have actually been there?
I've been there when it was, nice.
Let's take over the zoo.
Yes, as you discover that, the rhino were creatures there do not appreciate us at all. They do not like that irony.
No, it's the Naga and the exhibits that don't like other people in their area.
It's the gorilla down there. They're like, bear.
But I still say we need our own hideout. Pack hideout territory.
Oh, well, that's something completely different.
Yeah.
I'm talking about still remaining members of this set.
Well, Frecky, did we notice that Frecky had a hard time after when he got back and started drinking heavily?
Well, Frecky seemed like his normal self, speaking in the third person a lot. And it's just after he started hanging out with you after about Wednesday, there was something that was different about him, but you can't put your finger on it. You actually don't have any idea what it is.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't see a problem hanging out part of this set, as you put it. But it's up to the guys, as I point to make a gesture over that it's up to them.
Well, in that case, since y'all are remaining members of the Sept, it is time for you to do your first task. The McNay is having a painting delivered. It is of some significance to us. I want you to bring the picture back to me. It's a simple painting, and he actually will text each of you a picture of the painting. You remember that scene I described during the dream? The two armies standing on side by side? Mm-hmm. On the left-hand side, the army in red with pikes raised in the air, blood dripping onto the army itself. On the right, the blackened armor army carrying spears and members of the red army pinned to the ground. There's a large full moon at the raised high in the sky in the middle of this painting. The banners. And this is when you begin to notice something, because in your dream it was all very surreal to you. But looking at the picture, you see that there is, on the left-hand side, there is a for the crest. It's a dragon breathing fire onto a forest. The forest is on fire. The army on the right has a 4-way shield, crossed swords, a campfire, a wolf head, and a teardrop on a field of black. In the painting, at least, it seems to be windy. Looking at the frame, it is made of oak and gold, and a simple pattern leaves all the way around. Everyone give me perception and alertness.
Perception and alertness?
Yep. Difficulty is going to be 9. And you cannot botch this one. Oh, damn. All right. Well, y'all will tell him this when you get back. In the center of the painting looks like to be a shimmer of maybe silver. Allie notices it. Lucas and Frecky realizes there's something off about the center of the painting. Kirk, give me perception, alertness, difficulty 8. Difficulty 9. I'm sorry.
Really, Dyson? You're gonna leave the meeting to go grab drinks?
Yes.
Think.
Are you kidding? Spirits love this crap.
All right. So, does Allie explain to everyone what she saw in the center of the painting?
Yeah, Allie's gonna give them basically the rundown. She's gonna short version it.
You know, I have seen every Mission Impossible, so I'm pretty sure we can do this.
The painting will be delivered to the McNay in about a week's time. The company, the company that's delivering it, is Treasures and Wonders Delivery.
Oh, I have a membership with them.
No, you don't. You cannot afford this company.
Oh, you of little faith.
Everyone give me... does anyone actually watch the news?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she would. The business section.
Like out of character or in character?
Kirk and Allie, give me a roll of intelligence. Straight intelligence, difficulty 7.
I'm like, I've got like that whole... It would be cathode ray tube screens without the frames thing going on in my little junk room. So...
Again, is it out of character or in character? If we
In
watch
character.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right.
Right.
Allie remembers hearing something about the company. It had weird operatings, but it's never missed a delivery that it's promised. If it made a promise to make a delivery, it has achieved that goal. Kirk remembers the documentary, the expose, a little bit more intuitively. Not intuitively, but remembers it a lot better. They seem to have a very weird hiring practice for their guards. They are a very select group, and they have been accused of being more of a PMC than a delivery service. For those who don't know, PMC is private military contractor.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I got sick a few years ago. I had bronchitis and pneumonia at the same time. I do my best to control it while I'm on stream. I'm sorry.
Well, it's offending me. Just so you know, is very ableist.
No one is able actually to the expose went on to say that no one was able to actually prove this speculation, but it is something that is very, very hush hush about. Their contracts are so iron tight that it isn't almost near impossible to speak on this. And in fact, no one has come forward about their actual hiring practices, and you don't know why. No one knows why. The publicly, and this is what everyone would kind of know about this company because you've heard about it before. Publicly, the company is known to move valuable objects for museums, private collectors. Whether it's an extremely valuable item that's being transferred, they're known for being the literal best at the field that they do. The only deaths that they've ever heard about are ones who have tried to attempt to hijack the trucks, which they have been shot to death. There has been no attempts in 2 years on any of their trucks. And anyone who wants to do this, give me intelligence and investigation. Difficulty 6. I agree, Coyote. I agree. All right, no one got enough successes for it.
But combined we did, and since,
I got like 2.
I got 2. Together
got
that
2.
makes 4. That is 6 right there.
All right. So he says that is y'all's assignment.
Is to get more successes.
No, to acquire the painting.
What guards? No info guards, no info resistance.
Doesn't matter, dude. We're werewolves. We'll bust
That's-
out Krynos, they'll run off. It'll be awesome.
That's for you guys to do.
Firm
What
thing,
about if they're
fever
were
thing.
rhinos?
Apes, kill apes. Okay.
I wave at the Becky.
He says he waves at you.
Techno mage, Kirk. Yes.
I'm not a techno mage. I'm a glass walker.
Yes.
That's
Magic,
a very different
technology.
thing there.
Significantly
Info.
different.
Find info guard. Find info resistance. If can.
Actually, I might have a better way of doing that, Frecky.
Oh.
I was gonna say, this isn't like the Matrix. I can't just get into the digital web and just be like, go pattern spiders, bring me my information.
Too
Doesn't
many
work that way.
Why
words.
not?
Because he didn't take the right of summoning.
Yeah, like, I could shoot a spirit and ask it questions. What do you know? I don't know. I was building a potty.
Frecky kill Weaver thing. Recruit. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Ali, you say have other way?
I do have other way, Frecky. It's called the way of business.
Hmm.
She's just gonna smile as if he's shrugging his shoulders.
Like I said, credit card was this big.
Acquire a business.
Well, if I'm not correct, Allie's gonna go call up her father and see what he knows about the company.
As you try to call from the cairn, you realize you have absolutely 0 bars here.
I'm gonna go out then, and I tell my pack I'll be right back with information.
But the deposit was worth it.
That's
You-
what she said.
You step outside of the cairn and you give a call to your father. He's like, "Yes, Alexis."
No short change.
I just have a couple of questions about a company that I don't know if we've done business with them on our deliveries, or I still need to think of a company that he runs out a game.
I just need to know what type of business he runs before we continue.
I was gonna
Importing,
say,
exporting fine latex goods.
I was gonna say more probably medical research.
Close
Oh.
enough.
What type of research?
Write it down.
Not probably a rival, but no. Medical tech research,
Okay.
pharmaceutical.
He's like, "Well, what's the name of the company? I'll tell you."
I give him the name of company. Zachary out of game is blanking on what you just said.
Treasures and Wonders. We've never done business with them, but you know, they're a delivery company. They're pretty good at what they do, but it's not like people are hijacking our chemicals.
she goes, you've probably heard stories about them
I am.
getting claims that they were a private military contractor for guards, eh?
Yeah, that's the rumor, but the rumor mill in the business world is huge. If you believed everything that someone said, Bill Gates is a lizard person.
Really?
Yeah, he's a mockery in service of the Storm Eater. Just so you know. It's
Really?
on the wall.
Paul, and this too.
Anyways, she's gonna go. So we haven't done business, so there's really no file that we have about them, so I can't use that in the back of her mind.
Yeah, why spend $100,000 for delivery when I can spend 1,000?
Okay, she's noting that.
They're good at what they do, but they do for our type of business. It doesn't do us any good to spend that type of money. It's all loss. We don't have enough grants to support that type of delivery service.
What about? Okay. Do I know that if they're delivering to a museum or of a private collector?
It's going to the McNay.
So McNay would be a museum, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
So out of character for anyone who doesn't know this, the McNay is a museum that was a former, I want to say, general's house. It was his cabana or castillo, whatever. His estate left it to the city of San Antonio as a piece of historic landmark. And now it is an actual museum where you can walk around and see pictures of art and other types of stuff.
I'm gonna ask him, how does he feel like buying a painting from a museum for a birthday gift or Christmas, whatever month we're in?
He's like, what painting are we talking about?
I tell him the
Actually,
painting.
I think the McNay was owned by an architect.
I will say that he did tell you what the name of the painting was, and that it was written by a. I have it written here. Arthur Potterson. He's like, you hear him. Sweetheart, I'm so sorry. That painting, they want $10 million for.
Okay, she's definitely noting that.
But Daddy...
Actually, she is pulling that.
Don't care how.
I'm gonna use my persuasion gift level 1 to try to convince him that if I work very hard and I get the money, there's somewhere we can put money into this.
Sweetheart, we don't have that kind of money.
Okay. Well,
pay the rent. I can't pay the rent.
Then She goes, well, thank you for the information.
Are you coming by for dinner tonight? I know you've had your week off, but...
She goes, can I bring friends?
Absolutely.
Okay. I tell the cook that one of the friends likes a very blue steak. Make sure to note that.
Let me guess. Lupus born?
I haven't gone that much into detail, but I'm probably guessing yes. But he just likes it blue. It's very blue.
That'll be fine. We will just leave him an uncooked piece of meat.
Sweet. Okay, thank you, love you, and I will be by for supper. Text me the plans at the location.
I love you, Alexis, and he'll hang up the phone.
Delicious.
Her full name was Alexis, right?
Alexis, yes.
Okay. Because that's how he would refer to her.
Yes, he would refer to her as the whole, yeah.
Alexis, or Allie at this point, comes back a couple minutes later and shares the information. For the delivery service of like a painting or something, for like medical supplies, it'd be like $100,000. And the painting itself cost, someone wanted $10 million for it. Oh, thank you, Coyote.
Acquired business, Alexis or Ali.
She's voting. You never heard this from me. As she pulls them aside, away from the person that's giving us the job. We should put it and make sure we sell it in a private black market. You never heard that from me. If we have the chance, that is worth 10 grand.
I can put it in my cardboard
No,
house.
10 million.
Sorry, 10.
And your
million.
job was to bring it back to Job.
Oh, I know, but she's like, if we do have a good buyer, there is a profit here. But since we don't have that option, and I really don't want to be dead by another werewolf, so.
Well, since, I am a flawless artist of high caliber, if you will look at Frankie's chest during my, portfolio, I will happily forge the painting and turn it into the Garu.
So essentially, Ali's saying we should Thomas Crown Affair this.
Hey, do you want to split 10 mil between 4 of us?
Dude, it would be gone in 45 minutes. We would buy scratch-off tickets, cigarettes, and the world's biggest beer. Okay, we're werewolves. We're not financial geniuses.
I could buy my own dumpster.
So Ali acquired a business, yes?
Yes.
Frankie understood none of that. Nothing of what he said. Like the words went in, but the concepts weren't all there. He's just like, yes, good.
Yes.
So when we get painting, then
She didn't acquire the business.
she's telling me she did.
Well, the business of how much it's worth. She puts it that way.
It's perfectly fine. Philodox bend truth every so often.
And I'm sorry, he was only a sergeant in the army, not a general. But I like general better, so in this universe, he was a general.
So Mission Impossible.
There we go. I get my mask out and my back harness and my skin tight outfit and my mask.
Question.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go first.
No, you go ahead and ask your question because I was going to say Lucas grabs his turtleneck.
Lana!
Tactical
Lana!
Lana!
Tactical garment.
Well, Freckie's the one with the big hands, so Freckie's our Lana.
Oh, Truckosaurus.
Lucas is our archer. I am Krieg or Pam.
No, you're Krieg.
Yeah, you're for sure Krieg.
Yeah.
And Allie is, Cheryl.
Quick question, Ali.
Yeah.
Can you have deliver something not painting by company so Frecky see how company work? Frecky's plan attack.
Unless you got, she refers to how much they cost. Unless you got that much, money to pay out, we're definitely not getting their services.
Money. Yeah. No.
Yeah, greed shaped little things. Yeah, that. Unless you got a lot of money, we ain't getting their services.
Okay. And
Need
Lucas.
information, McNay. Anyone know information?
You guys would realize with y'all's resources, if y'all pulled it together, y'all could have something delivered from one part of San Antonio to another. But y'all would actually have to call to figure out the exact price.
I get on the computer and Google how much do they normally charge? How many dollar signs does their Google review have?
Brecky, there's a request for you.
You got another one
And
in
we
you?
are here to pump you up.
As you get onto the website, you browse around for a few minutes. You realize that they don't have any standardized pricing listed on the website, but there is a number to call if you're looking to order a delivery.
You know, I think a better plan would be to have one of us ship ourselves to the McNay with them.
I say we put Frecky in,
It's a Frecky in a box.
and then just follow it.
It's my Frecky in a box.
And hope for the best.
And yeah, hopefully he doesn't get pissed off. He did that.
We'll drill some air holes just to make sure, and we'll drill a poop hole.
I got a cardboard box.
Bind weapon, arm, shield, arm, sword, hip, Frecky go. Yes, Kirk, bind.
Yes.
Yeah, put puppy in the basket, send it away.
Yeah.
So is anyone going to call the number?
Yeah, I'll call the number and be like, I have a 55 kilo package. I need sent same day delivery from let's see, let's call it Leon Valley to Terrell Hills. How much would that cost me?
Leon Valley, that is you hear her type on the computer. What level of service are you looking for?
The kind that would keep the cartels from taking my package.
I have to let you know that if you are shipping something illegal, we are not allowed to take possession.
There is nothing illegal about what I would be shipping. However, the cartels expressed a high interest in my family's statuary before we had to flee Tijuana.
Give me manipulation and subterfuge.
Okay, manipulation, subterfuge, 3. I got a lot. I will spend a willpower on this. Also, what's the difficulty?
Difficulty is going to be 6.
Okay. So that's 3 successes. No, 2 successes.
2 successes. Sir, I don't care what story it is, as long as it's not illegal.
That's fine.
Okay. Is it going to be a live animal, or is it going to be a piece of art? We have to at least know what we're shipping here.
It would be art.
Art? You hear some more typing. And how large is the piece going to be?
Well, as I said, it's statue. It's about 68 pounds. So.
There's no way Frecky weighs 68 pounds. Do you mean kilos?
Lupus. No, in lupus.
No, it'd be like 150, probably 140. I've got like 4 stamina, bro.
You've got a better version.
Doesn't mean you're heavy. Jesus Christ, how big of a wolf are you? I've hunted wolves. They're not that big. Jesus.
I think 115 is the average for wolves in that area. And without the huge merit, it doesn't go above average.
All right. And
but even then, that's a big old wolf.
Yeah.
Kirk, why didn't you just say wolf? Shipping an animal. Why put a statue?
Because it's illegal. Texas don't like you to even have freaking ferrets, barely, okay? Much less I'm shipping a timber wolf across town.
Actually, you could. The USDA just requires that the animal be transported with a representative on both ends of the transfer.
Hey,
there is a reason I know this. However,
somebody go watch his back.
They will, this out of character, they would require you to have a license for owning a wild animal. She's like, okay, so we're looking at about $15,000.
That's not too bad. I'll have to talk to my friend. She's the one with all the money. You should see the size of her credit card. What is your hours? Like, what are the hours for this number?
We close at 8 p.m. The office closes at 5, but everything gets forwarded to my work phone until then.
Awesome. Cool.
Yo, Moneybags, you're up.
And she'll be like, if you need anything else, just give us a call back. My name is Cheryl. And you're not my supervisor. And she'll hang up once she's sure the call is over.
Could you be any more Chinesey?
And then he comes back and he tells you all you guys this, because even inside the cairn, he has to step outside to use his cell phone.
Okay, so why didn't you just say again? She's gonna bring up in character. We could say we're wolves. We are wolves. So why didn't you just say we were shipping an animal and have someone go with them?
I don't think the McNay would, accept an animal delivery. He would probably look at us very weirdly.
Well, you say it's stuffed. No offense, Frankie.
Actually, a museum would have it returned back. I don't know of any museum that just takes everything that's presented to it. It's not the Dear President box at the White House.
We'll start by shipping random crap till they get tired of opening it and just stick it in the storeroom, and then we'll ship ourselves.
I got it. We'll make Frecky get into lupus. We'll cover him in plaster in Paris and ship him that way. And then when he's there, he can break out. I saw it on a movie.
No. Bad idea.
Just breathe, man. Just breathe.
Cannot breathe through plaster.
Well, hold your breath then. It won't be that long of a drive.
Hours.
All right, so the second answer to this is going to be that we go into the Umbra, go to this facility, talk to the spirits of the trucks, and give them a crap ton of gnosis to tell us when they're going and where and what route and who's going to be with them, assuming that it's not some worm-tainted monstrosity that will eat us alive.
But I could kill Venom thing.
Well, that didn't work out so great for us the last time. Just saying. There's a big difference between throwing a spear at some frat boys at a bar and throwing a spear at a truck.
Well, if pack attack spear shot, no problem.
Well, that's
scatter like dust to wind.
Well, we are all just dust in the wind.
Oh, Mazzy, that is hilarious.
Frankie is probably not house. Well, he would be. He spent some time with in moving across the nation. It was a good question, though. So, out of character chat brought up Coyote specifically that someone could volunteer. That might be a good idea. Also, at the McNay, apparently they hold a lot of events. I don't. Frecky is not going to do that, but if somebody wants to, or just as Jason, Allie has a shit ton of money. Maybe she could donate and get a private tour. That might be good too.
She has a shit ton of daddy's money.
Daddy's money. She only has $2 of resources herself.
Okay, never mind.
I can cater. I can make food.
Hey, Allie's gonna.
What do we become, like, party down?
So.
Just saying.
You take a look at your watch. You realize it's noon on a I said it's Sunday, right?
I think so, yeah.
So you know the McNay is open.
But I want to see this piece of artwork just to make sure I would.
Some people have pointed out that you could scope out the place just by being patrons.
Yeah.
Oh, that works too.
Unfortunately, Frecky will have to sit in the car and hope nobody breaks the window to try and save him.
Frecky, stay. Umbra, stay car. Frecky, meet later, maybe. I don't know. Peace mission, yes. No war.
No war.
Frecky need find Gary. Gary missing. 2 week. Not good.
Over the week, you would have seen you'd seen Greg. Greggy, whatever. Gary.
He made it back through his right?
Yeah.
Okay, then Frecky, stay outside. Umbra.
So, what are y'all's plans for today?
Who wants to go visit the museum?
And then we're gonna go to dinner with your dad, right?
Right.
Yeah, I haven't brought that up. Oh, right. She does that after all this discussion and talking about how we're actually gonna pull this off. She goes, "You guys might want to freshen up." I told my father that there's gonna be dinner. Werewolf, you guys. So you guys might want to actually dress to impress.
I'm a glasswalker. I'm just impressive.
Wait, I thought you were an Iron Rider.
That's true. That's true. Which means I'm even better dressed.
I think I've got a tie somewhere in the back dumpster. Yeah.
Oh God, I'm gonna rent him a suit.
It doesn't matter what you dress him in; it instantaneously becomes befouled.
I'm gonna rent him a suit or something.
All right, so here's
Lucas,
the plan.
down on all fours. All right, someone grab the hose. I have his horns.
No! No, Lucas doesn't like shower.
So us Hamids will go visit the McNay. I, however, will do a Black Panther Killmonger kind of thing, where I bust out some Native American clothes and scream about cultural appropriation, and then we see what their response is to that, and then we'll get an idea of what kind of badasses they have. I think that's awesome.
So are you going to the McNay and doing that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think that's what our plan should be. I'm just saying.
I'll go to the
Great.
McNay.
Sweet. Not a just
I got a skateboard.
Oh God.
I'll look at the McNay from a distance in the Umbra to
All
see
right.
if there's any weird shit over there.
So I'm assuming Kirk is taking a separate vehicle if he's going up there to scream cultural appropriation.
Indeed so. In a big giant Indian headdress, war paint, all of the whole 9 yards.
Now, here's the question for you. Is he Native American or is he a whitey?
I am white as the day is long.
We have to body paint him.
I'll go give me a spray tan.
All right. So, the other two, Allie and Lucas, y'all are going inside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So y'all get in. Y'all pay your admittance.
Allie, I don't have any money.
All she's thinking is, fuck me. I'll pay him some.
Well, that's what my boyfriend for is later tonight, is what she remembers.
It was really sad, as I'm just as rich as Allie. I just, never mentioned that.
So,
Okay.
give me perception and investigation. Or if you happen to have larceny, you can use larceny.
I guess
No,
it's-
no, I don't have larceny. I have streetwise.
Nope.
investigation
Doesn't work
and-
for this.
Investigation and intelligence?
Perception and investigation or larceny.
Oh, okay. Perception. Sorry, I missed the first part.
Difficulty 6 if you have one of those. And you can use the greater of the two pools. If you don't, difficulty is 8.
Okay, so how are we doing willpower here, Justin? Because I want to...
Well, you have to regain it, which y'all all have regained it over the course of the week. It was a relaxing week for you guys.
So I want to spend it.
So just mark 1 point off, and you get an automatic success.
Okay, so we are... Okay.
I don't do the new world where you get 3 extra dice. I don't like that.
Okay, no, I was just curious how you were doing. 1, 2...
And if it's in 5th edition, for anyone who plays in my my playtest game when it comes out, it will be old rules.
1, 2, 3. Sorry, 3 dice, 3d10. Greater than 6.
All right.
Well, that's...
So as you walk through the museum, Lucas doesn't know anything. He is just whatever. It's a
What?
place.
I got 2. I got 2 successes.
No, difficulty 8.
You said it was. Oh yeah, no.
Oh, I heard 6. Whoop.
I heard 6 too.
No,
That's-
6 for Allie because she has one of. Do you have perception or investigation or
Yeah, I have perception and investigation.
Same here.
Oh, okay. Then yes. Then never mind. You both notice it.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't think you had a investigation. I thought you said you didn't.
You always said to take investigation, so I took one in investigation.
I do, don't I?
I do dumpster dive, I have to investigate.
Oh shoot. Where are my notes for this place?
They're in the trash can.
Indeed.
I will go find them.
I don't see him for like
All
3
right.
hours.
So as you're going through the building, you realize that there's several guards. They seem to be rotating. No one is. They, at least the ones that you see, seem to move around a little bit. They don't seem to be stationary. you see at least half a dozen to a dozen cameras that are very obvious.
Take out the spray paint.
Oh, I moved 10 feet away from him. Sorry to spray paint.
I don't have any spray paint.
Okay.
I do, but I'm not using it.
Shut up, dude. Oh man, where'd I put it?
That's what she
Well, it was brown spray paint, but it was already used on Dyson.
Hey! I went right into the camera.
Ouch. I'm glad I got water and missed whatever the hell happened. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. Don't.
All right,
Oh, you're in the
so
umbra. You'll know.
It's like, you don't want to know. I didn't want to know. You told me. I told you. I did not tell me. I don't wanna know.
so you notice about 5 guards inside right now. At least a dozen different cameras pointing at different exhibits, and you're sure there's hidden cameras as well. The guards seem to wear very distinguishable uniforms. All of them are neat pressed. Their shoes are nicely shined. And each of them are carrying a pistol as well as other various gadgets on their belts. You can see a spot that says "New Exhibit Coming." Artist of the Civil War. And we're going to switch over to Kirk.
I got a gun from Civil War.
Kirk is screaming, "Rah, rah, rah, cultural appropriation, rah, rah, rah."
We of the Hakawi tribe are no longer going to tolerate the white man taking that from us which we rightfully should have been paid for in firewater. The casinos go dry, so do our bison humping reserves.
That's how you get Baker acted and put in an inpatient unit, bro. I speak from experience, from working in one.
Yeah,
Give me
unfortunately-
charisma and performance.
All right, I think I have all that.
Oh, I
Nah,
can.
I just have charisma, no performance. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty is going to be 6.
I got 1 success. I can make it seem like I am the whitest Indian ever. I've seen F Troop. I know how Indians are.
He looks at the guard comes out. "Sir, can we help you?"
You can help by giving back this native land to me. I will take the keys right now. You can leave the cash in the drawer at the same time.
"Sir, you are on private property. If you do not leave, we will call the police."
Does Lucas see this?
Lucas is inside.
Does he see it through the window? Because they have those huge windows in the opening.
No, where you're at this moment is in the back.
Okay.
I can see right through the window. Look, I think that was my great-grandfather's back scratcher. Indeed, you must have stolen it from us. I demand the return of my people's artifacts.
Sir, if you'd like to file a formal complaint, please go to the website. There is a directory for that. However, we cannot have you out here screaming and hooping and hollering.
All right, then. I will go to the sidewalk and perform a war dance.
And the sidewalk is far enough. You're outside of the parking lot at this point. But outside the gates, where he can't stop you. You do notice he looks over his shoulder and he speaks into his shoulder thing, and he seems to talk back and forth for a moment. Do you have heightened senses?
No.
Okay. So give me perception and alertness, difficulty 9. Because there is a bit of a gap there.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me.
Nah. No,
All right.
no successes.
He's far enough when you leave that he begins to make a few remarks into it. You don't hear what it is. And he's like,
I yell really loud, I know that was racist, honky.
and he seems to go back inside. Jason. Where did you enter the Umbra at?
I plan to follow them, or actually enter from the cairn and meet them there, or follow them there, essentially.
All right, so you get there. Oh God, I forgot what pathfinding through the Umbra was.
He's gonna come out through the bathroom. Through the mirror. Oh, bathroom dirty.
No, please.
As I said, you would learn about the poop hole into the Umbra.
Give me perception primal urge.
Okay, I have that.
I should hope so.
Hey, yeah.
I was really racist, guys. That was like really racist.
Oh, cosmetology. Cosmology.
Oh, cosmetology? Yo, we're gonna mascara our way out of here.
My wife says I can't do the head bob well enough, so I shouldn't do it. I can do the snaps. You find yourself there about 30 minutes after they get there. You're trying to run as fast as you can to keep up with them, but they do lose you.
No, he's being gay.
Yeah, I have already let the roll go, so I'm good with that. Thank you, though. Thank you, Coyote. I appreciate that.
I'm not traveling from planet, dude. From planets to planets. I'm just going across the way.
Yeah, I forget what it is off the top of my head. So
I think cosmology is for like going from like Earth to Mars or some shit in the Umbra.
Like I said, we're good where we are.
Okay.
I'll look it up later. So that's a completely different subject.
All right.
So you find yourself there, and all of the spirits here. This I do require. What is the role I'm looking for? Intelligence and occult.
Oh, I'll be in Hispo also.
Okay.
I don't have a cult, so.
Do you have? Let me see. What else would you might have? Enigmas.
Nope. Nope. I've got investigation and medicine, so.
All right. So difficulty 9.
I got 1.
All of these spirits are wild spirits.
What's it smell like?
Fresh earth. It almost smells like gnosis is pouring off of this area.
Are the spirits aggressive?
No.
I'll walk around, walk through the building, whatever.
As you get closer to the spirits, you realize that it is it is guarded in the Umbra as well. There are a couple of stone statues that seem to be on the lookout. As you walk around the building from the outside, you see that there are stone guards outside of each doorway. Not necessarily each window, because there's a lot of windows, but definitely from the outside there's stone guardians.
Can you describe those to me?
Stone, they're about 6 feet tall. Sword and spear, they have roughly hewn faces, so they look like they have a face.
Okay.
You're not sure what type of spirit it is, or if it's a spirit at all, because you don't have any occult.
Freki, go close building. Carefully watching guardians with one eye.
Guardians of the
All right.
Galaxy? Wow. It's pretty cool. Well, that's all the eye you got, so, I mean...
As you begin to get close, one of the guards seems to notice you, and they start tracking you.
Like following or watching?
No, just tracking you with their eyes. They don't move from their post.
I'll just get... Freki, get closer.
How close do you get?
Just keep going. Trying to go inside building. Inside vial den.
As you get close enough to begin to enter, once you're within what would be considered speaking range, they lower their spears at you.
Frankie, back up.
Back it up.
Halt! Who goes there?
Frankie, Wolf brother.
Just bag.
Get the banners.
Yeah, get it.
We don't understand wolf speak.
Yeah. Glabro, I guess. Are they speaking like English?
They're speaking English.
Okay, Glabro.
All right. Give me stamina and primal urge. Difficulty 7.
From Hispo, right? So I use my Hispo value?
No, it's the form you're going into.
Oh, okay. Well, it's still
yeah. You'd use your stamina that you have from Hispo.
Okay.
It's always current rating, never permanent or regular. All right, and one more as you begin to change. I think you have like 2 more dots in Krynos, if I'm right.
Okay. Now it's one more, so it's wrong button. I'm sorry for the delay.
Oh, it's all right.
What, for
Yeah.
Steam?
So it
good.
takes you about a minute, which is weird. You shift into Glabro.
Mhm. Slow. Frankie, Wolf brother, get the Fenris. Come, see wild place. Miss wild place. Too much city stink.
Do you know the rules here?
No, first time.
Do not touch any of the exhibits. And for our patrons on the physical world, do not sidestep into the... step sideways into the museum.
Yes. Peak, okay?
Be careful where you peek. Some people pay close attention to that.
Yes. Thank. Frankie piece. Thank.
And they'll lower their spears. We will be watching you. As you get inside, you see I've already said it. You see Gnosis, because you wouldn't recognize it as glamour, just pouring off of these paintings. Some look as if they've been dried up. And you see some of those paintings have been moved around. You don't know where their original position was, but it's almost like when you're trying to hunt a pack of buffalo or a pack of elk, and you're trying to get them to separate, but the opposite of that. They're trying to find a way to get these rejuvenated. As you continue to look around, you realize that there's an area marked for a new exhibit.
Mm-hmm.
In here, it is stone. It's cold. The spider, the web spiders that you're used to seeing, the pattern spiders, have everything kind of laid down in the very solid reality in this one room. You don't see any paintings up. You don't see any exhibits at all.
And is Frankie alone? No other person being, no other spirit?
You see a couple other spirits in other rooms, but you realize as you're observing everything that it is kind of at a place where it's being observed. There isn't any just open, no one watching type of place. You know while you're here, you're under constant supervision. Because you see spiders standing up in the corners looking at you. And yes, I saw that, Drew. I can't do it right now, but I'll review his character sheet in a little bit.
No, that's fine. I just thought I'd let you know out of character.
Frankie is walks to one of the guardians again.
Mm-hmm.
Question: How this come to be wild in city? Frankie from mountain never see anything like this. Tell, please.
I can let you know that Her Highness, the Queen of San Antonio, this is her personal property.
Queen?
He looks at the other guardian. Yes, the queen.
Queen name, please. No, I'm just gonna start speaking Norwegian. Yes. Name,
He
please.
puts up he. You realize that the sword and the spear are attached to him.
Mm-hmm.
He can manipulate it a little bit through his wrist, but he holds it up like he's trying to get you to stop.
Oh, okay. Just
If you want an
curious.
audience with the queen, go to the jazz spot. It's on the Riverwalk. That's where you can request an audience.
Oh, okay. So here, wild then for Queen, celebrate Queen. Yes.
Chic. There's a reason. There is a queen in San Antonio. Yes. I know most of the systems well enough that I can merge them together in a successful manner.
Excuse me.
Yes, go there if you want an audience with the queen and maybe even a private exhibit. She can help you out with that. And if she
Right.
wants to let you know about the history, that is her business, not mine.
Oh, thank. I'm gonna give him a gnosis.
He'll take it gladly.
As you end up with no gnosis and are stuck in the Umbra.
I have 4 more. I'm fine.
Lupus, remember? He has plenty of gnosis.
Yeah.
Moving back over to Allie and Lucas. While y'all are in there, the cameras, give me perception alertness again.
Difficulty?
Difficulty is just going to be 6.
Nah, I don't see nothing.
So Allie notices it. He notices it, or she notices it. Sorry. The camera tracks away for a moment, going into the new exhibit. But you realize that camera has multiple heads to it, so it doesn't look like it's lost its field of vision on you. But it tracks in there for a moment or two, and then after a minute or so, it tracks back out and back towards the back doors of the place.
Fire exit? The
Yes.
back door?
The rear exit is a fire door, yes.
Does it look like if we go back there or try to enter there, that alarm will go off for the firefighting?
Well, there's no alarm there. The exhibit room is empty. It's just closed off because there's nothing in there.
Okay. So fire exit, okay. She's thinking that might be an entry point. Is there like a ceiling, like on top of this exit, like glass ceiling that we can cut through and like drop?
Nope. There is a second floor to this place, and it is a hard floor.
Okay.
Even when you begin to go upstairs, you notice that it's a hard roof on top. It doesn't have any natural openings besides the windows.
Windows barred?
No, they are not.
How big are the windows? Does it look like we can fit a person or two in there?
Oh yeah, absolutely. This used to be a residential home.
Okay. So she's noting that off as maybe a point of entry if we're doing this. Anything else that looks like a way in or anything she's looking for?
Not that you can tell with the number of successes you got.
Okay. So we got a door, windows.
And you know it's probably going to be on the bottom floor based off of the empty room that's supposed to be open up for a Civil War exhibit that's coming.
Door on bottom floor?
The 2 doors, the fire exit, and the front door.
Okay, 2 doors.
Which, of course, makes you go through the gift shop and on both ways in and out.
One. Hey, Lucas, how do you feel like checking out a gift shop?
They will actually stop you as you take the first picture. No photography, sir. The paintings, it can ruin the oils and cause light damage. No pictures.
No soup for you.
Like with regular cameras, or can you use your phones?
As long as you don't use the flash and you're taking pictures of the paintings, we don't mind. But no flash photography.
Well, this doesn't have flash. I didn't push the button. See?
Is it a disposable?
Yeah.
It has the flash on it.
Nah, you have to push the button to activate the flash.
I haven't used a disposable camera in quite some time.
I
See,
have
look.
like 3 of them still.
See, I have this thing.
I had a bunch of them from when I was overseas, and
But he's like, sir, please. We would appreciate it if you're going to take pictures, no flashes.
That box.
no flash. No flash. I remember.
Now, what were you taking pictures of?
Oh, he's just taking pictures. Remember, he didn't see whatever the cameras was, so he's just like snapping photos of things.
He's actually look like he's having a good time. I think.
Yeah, I was like, ooh.
All right. And outside, before you guys get ready to leave and before Frecky gets ready to leave, Kirk sees the police do a drive-by. They don't stop, but as long as you're not like attacking people, because they make it very obvious that they're here just to drive by to see what you're up to. But they drive by super slow, and as long as you're not like throwing shit at people or accosting them, they just keep going.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm suddenly very white when the police show up. So.
So no orale vato?
No. Kawi tribe are known for their chameleon-like abilities to blend in with the white man.
Oh my god. So
Just so you know, the Hakawi tribe are the tribe of Indians from F Troop. So.
So you see the other two begin to leave. I reckon y'all are leaving now at this point.
Yeah.
You see those two begin to leave. They get into the vehicle and they begin to drive away. Frecky, are you headed back towards the cairn?
Mm-hmm.
And what is Kirk doing?
I'll go back to the cairn.
All right. Again, it takes Frecky about half an hour to get there after you guys. But do y'all all share information amongst each other?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
I want to ask specifically Kirk if he knows anything about a Queen of San Antonio, and that I'll tell him that we can maybe petition to have a private audience with something in the Umbra. But like, those guards are real, dude. Like, they will slay us for sure. It's a sacred wild place. I don't think Frecky has doubts about mission. Sacred wild place made by Queen. Why steel painting?
I don't know squat about none of that, dude. The only queen I know in San Antonio hangs out at the bottom.
Oh,
Where we should meet this audience, Ricky?
Guardians say jazz club, Riverwalk. Meet Queen, ask audience.
Well,
Would not give name for Queen, though.
well, we do have a week till it shows up, unless we're gonna rob a truck. So, who's up for some jazz?
For some jazz.
But jazz.
But Jazz, that is a completely different bar.
It is good music. I am going to this.
Frecky go.
I explained to Frecky, jazz is in old music.
Oh, Frecky like old music, not new music too. No.
No,
much crash.
old music, Frecky, like
Robots.
pipes and
No pipes. I think
Jazz
it's
has
just-
pipes.
It has a saxophone.
Same thing. Same thing.
Yes, flute.
All right, so y'all are going to go ahead and head over to the jazz spot, the jazzy spot.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all have about 4.5 hours till dinner.
Oh.
Yeah, why not go see? We still need to buy you a suit, Tux, man.
Is the jazz spot open?
Yes, Bars do open on Sunday in San Antonio. They just can't open before, I think, 12 o'clock, I think it is.
Yeah.
And you can't sell hard liquor on Sundays, but that doesn't affect bars because they're protected under different laws. So as you get there and you all step out of the car and head down through the Riverwalk, everyone, as you are already gotten used to, keeps a wide berth around you guys because of Frecky. Since he doesn't have fair glabro, he still looks very bestial.
Oh man, we really need to do something.
Frecky wear big gray hat, robe, or not robe, gray clothes, long cloak, hat down always. Keep disguise.
Ah, like terrorists.
Oh God!
So,
Take that off inside, not crazy, not uncivilized. Well, I guess I am uncivilized.
very.
Not madman.
So as you get there, you notice that there's a big gold boy. We're talking 6.5 feet tall, broad as a barn, standing in front of this place. He looks at you for a moment. ID.
I show him.
All right, you're good. Hatman, ID. By the way, over the 6 months, they would have gotten you a fake ID.
Yeah. And
It's
we
like,
explained
you
to him
hear
what
some
an ID
clanging
was.
that sounds strange. He pulls out a piece of paper or plastic that's been like kind of gnawed on. Yeah, plastic, disgusting. Hurts to touch. Yeah.
So everyone gives over their ID, no issues, right?
Yeah, well, I gotta find it. Yeah, I find it.
I hand over my tribal ID. No.
Everyone give me a Gnosis roll. Or no, sorry, Perception and Primal Urge.
I was like,
Difficulty?
Difficulty is just 6. Or, sorry, no, 5.
I still fail anyways.
Nope, Allie doesn't notice it at all.
I got 2 successes.
Lucas notices it. Kirk notices it. Is Frecky's the 24?
Yes. I have one eye though, so I probably don't see shit.
This guy gives you a very wild feeling. Like if you were to smell him, he smells of stone in a babbling brook.
Of
Stone.
elderberry wine.
Not like the smell of booze is from this place. You don't know if it's coming off of him, but he himself smells like a babbling brook under stone.
This place wild. Magic.
As you begin to enter the place, I'm not going to make you do a perception or alertness for this. It's a jazz bar. There's a live band playing. Yeah, there's a live band playing. It's upbeat. It sounds like 40s jazz. So bit higher on the upbeat rather than the downbeat of it. Lots of different instruments. So it's almost big bandish as the number of people they have up there. But they have a saxophonist, a trumpeter, trombone, like the works. Nice ensemble. This place is filled with happy people. Behind the bar, you see the same thing as y'all saw when y'all were vampires. This absolutely drop-dead gorgeous woman seems to be running the bar all by herself, even though it's a little busy. And she seems to be bouncing from place to place as she serves people drinks. And she is fast. Almost inhumanly fast as she does this.
Excuse me, gentlemen, but I got a date at the bar.
Sorry, I thought it was funny because of how you said that. You're like, because you saw it when you were vampires. We have never been vampires.
I'm talking about the players, goddammit. You knew what I meant. I will come out there and thonk you with my bottle opener.
Nah, I have camera. I flash you in face.
I normally do +1 difficulty.
Where's Allie going?
Don't know.
Allie walks up to the bar and she comes out. Hey, honey, what can I do for you?
Oh no.
Give me Perception Primal Urge again.
All of us or just Allie?
Just Allie.
Yeah, 5.
Difficulty is 5 again.
Difficulty is 5.
Primal Urge is normally driven off of smell rather than sight anyways.
Okay, so what does she smell like?
She smells like undergrowth. Like a bush next to a tree.
So,
And the smell of fresh wild berries.
Smells snozberries. Smell like snozberries.
so I'm getting those, I'm getting, Lupus and Craig, or Kirk, Craig, oh my god, Kirk. Bottle of beer and Frecky hard liquor.
Who wants a mustache ride?
I do.
As well as making conversation, seeing if she knows anybody named, the person that goes by the name of the Queen.
How do you ask that? So she'll give you all the drinks you ordered.
Okay. Just,
I'm looking for a queen.
Yo,
Not
a dancing
D&D
queen.
style.
not in a flirtatious way, more than I know that they're, like, it's more of a secret. And she's gonna give, she's gonna pull out 3 20s.
I flashed the secret changeling gang sign, but since nobody here is enchanted, they can't see it. So
The only
just saying.
person who might have a chance of just seeing the glamour, maybe because of spinal fluid, is not here.
Nice.
I got like a cup of spinal fluid in the car. I mean, if that's all it takes. Jesus.
Anyway, so yeah,
Drink that.
and I'm just gonna just put the $60 on the table, and then she's making sure she got cash for this.
I've got a bottle of that worm crap.
All right. So,
Focus. We can do it.
how does she specifically ask about the information? Hold on 1 second. She nearly bounces away, goes down to the end of the bar, makes a couple of drinks, and hops back over to you.
Looking to set up a meeting with this queen.
Queen? What type of queen? I mean, if you come here on Thursday or Tuesday nights, we all have all types of queens there.
One that owns a museum. I'd give her the name of the museum.
Oh, the McNay?
Yeah. I'd like to set up a meeting with her.
You see her stare at you for just a moment. Oh, I see. Well, you'd have to be a bit more specific. When are you looking to meet with her?
When is she available? I have to talk to my friends over there. She points back to the 3 guys.
And she'll take a look at them. She pauses for a moment as she stops on looks at each one of them. All right. And still, when would you like to meet her? Oh, come on. Don't tell me you're at a loss for words. I mean, I can cover these up if you want me to.
Let's tomorrow, whenever you's open.
Yeah, liquor tits, woo!
Well, sweetie, if you stay here for a couple hours, I'll see what I can arrange.
Well,
This is why I drink.
Hold on 1 second. She hops away again, serves a couple other people, and then bounces right back over to you.
he looks at Frankie as she does that. Yeah, he'll be. Hopefully, he doesn't. She's thinking. Hopefully, he doesn't say anything, but he'll probably be half in the bag. So.
And I want one more roll before we end our session tonight. Perception alertness.
perception from me or everybody?
Everybody.
Oh.
Difficulty 6.
Yes.
I got one success.
Jason's going to be 7, of course.
No.
0.
Allie notices him. Lucas is drinking way too much. He has the bottle tilted.
It's my bottle.
Oh,
Allie
God,
sees a Fianna. Adrith Fianna, a Galliard, sitting over in the corner looking at the four of you. And he has this grin from ear to ear on his face. And that's where we're going to call it tonight as we do our game wrap-up session. All right. So, we're going to begin at my top like we did last time. Allie, what did we do for honor, glory, and wisdom tonight?
I would say Glory tried to go up against the opponent that's bigger.
All right. That challenge does count as a point of glory.
Honor. I'm gonna say help a packmate when he needs a couple of cash. So, Lucas, thanks for being my honor. Would that count?
All right, I'll give it to you this time, but that's not a regular thing.
Yeah, that is. Lucas doesn't carry cash.
Okay, no.
Well,
just kidding.
So +1.
That's the only thing. And wisdom.
Yeah, that would be wisdom in this case.
But yeah.
All right. Moving over to because I'm going clockwise on my screen, Kirk.
I think I got some honor for being willing to take the racist label tonight. You know, my plan was brilliant. And, I could have gotten all over the social medias. Just saying.
Couldn't have done it without my spray paint.
So,
gotta be brown paint.
That's going to give you a point of wisdom.
Oh, okay.
That's not going to be honor because you were lying. The spirits... Oh, open up the wrong person. Kirk.
I'll take it.
Oh, shoot. I accidentally did it to the wrong character sheet here. Oh, no, I didn't. Can you fill in your renown for me later, the permanent stuff? I don't have it off the top of my head. All right. Did you do anything else that would have earned honor, glory, or wisdom?
Nah, not a thing.
All right. Moving over to Lucas.
Challenge to get to feat of strength and attempted to play a guitar for the moot while drunk, even though I'm just a beginner. At least, or what do we call it, newbie.
All right. Actually, those are two things that I had down. Awesome. And moving over to Frecky.
Frecky, support whole pack, sacrifice on time. Frecky, learn wild place of McNay, learn queen, learn location of queen.
That would be honor.
Drink magical alcohol.
Frecky drink.
And for the umbral visit, I will give you 1 wisdom this time.
Sweet.
And now we go around one more time. And this is for experience. Allie, what did you learn tonight?
I have to think on that one. Can you get back to me?
All right, not a problem. Moving over to Kirk.
I learned that Fricky will stick to his annoying principles even in the face of his own douchebaggy tribe.
All right, that's acceptable. Lucas.
Lucas apparently doesn't know how to notice cameras whenever he's in the thing and gets in trouble for taking pictures. But he worked on building a better bow, and he can handle his own in magical alcohol. for a while.
Yeah, that's good enough for tonight. Jason.
You said the Get leader's name is Sarah, right?
Samantha.
Samantha. Frecky learned Samantha strongest. Frecky learned something called Queen in San Antonio. No other pack mate, no. Frecky learned exhibit already present in Umbra and reinforced by Weaver thing.
Just to let you know, throughout the rest of that place, it was wild. There wasn't a lot of Weaver spirits, just that one room.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so 3 experience points for you as well. Back to Zach.
So I learned that there's a such thing as magical, not magical alcohol that can get werewolves wasted to the point of doing crazy things. And that I would say also that, well, would you count a Pac-Man telling you about the Queen? Because I was gonna say, I don't know if you would count that.
No, you've already said something that the character or you learned as an individual.
Okay.
That's what that's all about. It's about I like to do it because it helps people stay familiar with their characters.
Yeah, no.
And that's something I personally like that players do. So, as we do every single night before we close out our stream and let you guys go and have a great night.
Allie's a whore.
Yes, Galliard Fianna. Sitting in the corner of this bar.
I'm gonna cut out early. My voice is exhausted. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you.
Have a good night, Jason.
Hi, Jason.
So Monday nights we have Storyteller Spira. Revolver C is running that game. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's a vampire game. On Tuesday, Storyteller Spira again, but this is her game. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, but that game is set in New Orleans. On Tuesday night, bi-weekly, we have Lords 2424, Zachary here in this stream over at his Twitch channel. And what time does that game start?
So the game starts roughly 7:45 Eastern Standard Time. For those who were interested in this past Tuesday, we did not play due to one of our players has real life stuff to take care of. We will not be playing this week. This week is also Changeling character creation and maybe getting into a prologue.
All right. But what time does the game start?
7:45, and then for the vampire, which is next week, and 6:45 for the changeling, which is this week coming up on Tuesday.
So about 7 p.m.
7 p.m. Bro.
Is that Central Standard Time or Pacific?
Eastern Standard Time.
Okay. And you're going to hear me have a lot less people on this list tonight as they have gone inactive. And the reason I do this is that way active streamers can get a little bit more attention on their streams. So next group we have up is Caffeinated Conquest, a game I cannot recommend enough. It's the only Wraith the Oblivion game that's streamed on Twitch or YouTube. They will be playing this Wednesday and every other Wednesday afterwards at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Absolutely amazing game. On Thursday nights is a Sabbat game that I personally play in over at twitch.tv/Dice Ministry. That is a weekly game. Friday nights, we'll be here again. 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On Saturdays, there is a Mage the Ascension game over at Green Dragon 666 channel on Twitch. That starts at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Kelvin, I can never pronounce his name, Kailvin. He runs a pretty good Demon the Fallen game. I can never figure out what time he starts because sometimes it's a little erratic, but I absolutely recommend that game. And I believe Lords has an every other Saturday Werewolf the Apocalypse game as well, correct?
You said Saturday?
Saturday.
We have to correct that to Sunday, man.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. So Sunday. We'll get back to Sundays here in a moment. Moving over to Sunday, we have the longest streamer that I've seen streaming kind of at least for Changeling, is John Varel. Absolutely amazing game. Not my personal cup of tea, but it is a good game. He is a very good storyteller. We also have Silly Goose, CSAA, or however you do that. His game normally starts around, I think it's 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. The last couple times I haven't caught it. Green Dragon 666 also has a Sunday game, which is every other week, starting at 11 a.m. And then we have Lord's 2424 Werewolf the Apocalypse game. Now, is that a weekly game or a every other week game?
That is a weekly game. Great group of people. People had to leave, but we got a full pack, and a great. We're going on prologue number 3, part 3.
All right. And now that we've got all this advertising done for all the other channels, we do really want to say we love you guys. Y'all do a lot for us. The host, the viewers, I haven't gotten subscriptions yet, but it is absolutely amazing. We appreciate every day y'all are with us. We will see you next week as we continue on this journey into stealing a painting, however they choose to do so. Please, if you have any questions, if you're looking for updates about the channel or want to listen to me occasionally rant, check out my social media, twitter.com/coolimp. I'm also on YouTube, where this video will be uploaded later on to either tonight or tomorrow morning. Sorry about the coughing. And if you are interested in supporting the stream, this is my sellout mode moment. Check below the description on YouTube, and check below on my channel. You'll see a donate button. It'll say sellout, because that's what I feel like. And if you want to donate, anything that we get is going to go to the stream, getting everyone's computers, headphones, cameras for people who want it. That way we can produce a better stream for you. With that said, everyone say good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.